We're getting to the bottom of the bubbly of Italy's first and most successful sparkling wine district.
Nestled between the most famous city in the world and one of the world's most dynamic mountain ranges, you'll find the birthplace of the best Prosecco on the planet, Prosecco Superiore DOCG. Italy's Veneto region is rich with history, home to the steepest, most sought-after hillsides, and produces wines with a sense of place, and it's a place to be taken seriously. The wines are as complex as the rules regulating the region, so tune in as we go in depth and discover what makes Prosecco Superiore DOCG so special. And soon you'll be navigating the world of Prosecco like a pro. Our educational adventure begins by breaking down the bubbly by learning from a local. We turn now to Natalia Ravita, an experienced journalist, author, and our tour guide as she heads to the homeland and gives us our fill of one of America's favorite sparkling wines.
Ciao Monique, I'm here in northern Italy, in the hills between Conegliano and Valdobbiadene, where the best Prosecco in the world comes from. Prosecco, Prosecco Superiore, DOC, DOCG. Deciphering the difference is difficult even to us Italians, but we're here to clear up any confusion, breaking down the bubbly, giving you all the facts, and discovering what makes Prosecco Superiore from these magic hills so special. Ciao Monique, I'm about to step into a temple of Italian winemaking, Italy's oldest enological school. The bust of its founder, Antonio Carpenè, who invented Prosecco winemaking, is just on its front steps. But I can't wait to share with you what I will learn about the method used to produce Prosecco Superiore Conegliano Valdobbiadene with one of its ex-students, Marco Lucchetta. Here is where the Conegliano Valdobbiadene method was developed. Marco, what is so special and unique about this Prosecco method?
Natalia, it's a special method that has been developed in this area and through the school, this prestigious school. Antonio Carpenè really helped for the development of this method that makes use of a second fermentation of the basic wine in a closed tank called autoclave, which, however, allows it to have the aromas, especially Glera's ones, that is the variety used for the production, and allows it to express at its own best its typicity, its primary aromas, secondary aromas, and especially fruit, fresh fruit, flowers, white flowers, and, above all, on these hills, minerality and freshness are exalted, because Glera, the variety we use, has a good freshness and acidity. We can find international varieties and local varieties that can be included in the base before the second fermentation. A small amount, not more than 15%, even if a lot of producers use less. And they're useful to give a higher complexity to the spumante, the Conegliano Valdobbiadene we're going to produce.
That was such an interesting meeting, and now I'm so excited. I can't wait to get into this old Lancia and travel from Conegliano to Valdobbiadene. We're in San Pietro
we are
di
in San Pietro di
Faletto.
Faletto, and this is the famous church. It's a beautiful church with there are frescoes where you can see, you can read that the viticultures have been always here. So inside, under the porch, it's beautiful.
I
it's
can see the
beautiful.
frescoes.
See, you can see the frescoes. They are beautiful.
And so now there's this beautiful valley
And
here,
look at that,
and-
how it's changing. Can you see
Oh,
how
yeah.
it's dramatically going up, It's changing completely. I would say that in Valdobbiadene, we have more elegant wine. In Conegliano, we have more powerful wine. So they are high in alcohol, a little bit more body. Natalia, this is very important. In this area, Prosecco first is a job and then is a business.
So now we are approaching the Confraternita of Prosecco Superiore. They are like the ambassadors of Prosecco Superiore around the world. Is that so?
Yes, I would say that they are, every Prosecco producer have to ask. It's not easy to be, and then you became member of the Confraternita, and then they are time by time going around, meeting other people and being ambassador of the Prosecco Superiore.
I'm about to enter the Confraternita, the guardian angels of the roots and traditions, and in a very medieval style function with swords and capes, it seems I'm about to be appointed a knight. Gran Maestro, what is the Confraternita?
Confraternita di Valdobbiadene.
Valdobbiadene Confraternity is an association born in 1946. It has been the first confraternity in Italy without a religious theme. In 1946, this land had just come out of the Second World War. The territory was devastated, and 4 forward-looking oenologists, sons of the land, sensed that the viticultural and oenological vocation of this territory and of these wonderful hills could have been the relaunch of Conegliano Valdobbiadene.
Del Valdobbiadene Conegliano.
We are in the heart of the Conegliano Valdobbiadene. What makes this area unique?
Conegliano Valdobbiadene Prosecco Superiore, un
Conegliano
territorio
Valdobbiadene, Prosecco Superior territory, is unique for 3 reasons. The hills, a special microclimate, and the people who live in it. We're in the area between Venice and the Dolomites, an ideal microclimate to produce grapes with a great base for sparkling wine and Prosecco Superiore, where, historically, viticulture has always been created. Viticulture of the Glera vine, and where, historically, the interpretation of this Italian excellence called Prosecco Superiore was born. With the first wine school in Italy, 1876, a viticultural and enological culture was created. It has been able to portray a vine like the Glera vine. That is a generous vine, but that on these particularly steep slopes, like these in Conegliano Valdobbiadene, produce a golden grape of particular value.
Dal 1876 al 2009,
From 1876 to 2009, we developed an activity where the production of Prosecco Superiore di Conegliano Valdobbiadene has been consolidated. Later, with the general success that Prosecco gained in the world, the cultivation of the Glera vine has gone down the hills towards the plains, including 2 regions, Veneto and Friuli Venezia Giulia. So, consequently, a pyramid has been created. where you find Prosecco DOC at the base. Right after that, there's a small denomination called Asolo, Prosecco Superiore DOCG. And obviously at the top of this pyramid, we find Conegliano Valdobbiadene. Conegliano Valdobbiadene has expressions of absolute excellence within its designated area. 43 particular microclimates that correspond to very steep slopes or banks, where estates create particular selections within their municipal boundaries. At the apex of the pyramid, there's an absolute excellence, the real clue of Prosecco Superiore, called Cartizze, a small area in Valdobbiadene, just 107 hectares, for a production of 1,400,000 bottles of Cartizze, Superiore di Cartizze. Historically, our fathers and grandfathers have always recognized in these 107 hectares a higher quality.
So what is it we're drinking now?
Beviamo un Conegliano Valdobbiadene Prosecco Superiore Brut.
We're drinking Conegliano Valdobbiadene Prosecco Superiore Brut. And this is the product of this territory, but in the Brut variety. And it's a product that can be distinguished, as well as from the name Conegliano Valdobbiadene Prosecco Superiore, also from the state seal. Every bottle must have this brown state seal with the words Conegliano Valdobbiadene and a number indicating the bottle number. Every Conegliano Valdobbiadene bottle is numbered to protect both the producer and the customer. Conegliano Valdobbiadene Prosecco Superiore is a versatile wine. It can accompany various cuisines and various dishes. And obviously, it's a product that gives great pleasure during wine tasting events. We have a subdivision of types based on residual sugar content. The driest version is the Brut version, with a residual sugar content up to 12 grams per liter. And then we have the medium version, the extra dry, that has a residual sugar content between 12 and 17 grams per liter. Then, a slightly more sweetish version, that is the dry version. The product is a perfect aperitif, but the driest version, such as the Brut, with such a low residual sugar content, can easily accompany light dishes and starters, pasta and, for example, meat, white meat, or also dishes based on legumes or vegetables. Obviously, it's a product, Prosecco Superiore is also very good to celebrate with. It's the wine of friendship, encounter, happiness and being together par excellence. It's an Italian symbol worldwide.
È un simbolo italiano chiaramente nel mondo.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm your knight now. Monique, and we are ambassador of Prosecco Superiore Conegliano Valdobbiadene.